this bill fits perfectly with a more conservative platform, in the sense that what we're saying is, hey, let's help those who truly need our help. That's what government is for. We are here to help those that need our help. But then let's also get out of the way of those who don't need our help. And so in this case, these folks with the fetal alcohol syndrome, they need our help. Now, being the education chairman, you hear about a lot of the kids in your special ed, and you start seeing patterns that, okay, a lot of these kids are and were impacted by their mother drinking, and that's why they're struggling in life. And again, I just feel like it's something we need to do as a society, is help these poor kids that then grow up to be adults, get through life, because they want to do it on their own. They don't want to get in trouble. They want to learn. They want to grow. They want to be just like everyone else, but they just need a helping hand. And the way we're currently dealing with this disability now, I think is not correct, and I don't think we're helping them, and we're not helping society. And so that's why it's an interest of mine, and that's why I've introduced this bill. People who know me know that I usually do aggravators instead of mitigators. I usually am trying to make crime tougher, especially on hardcore violent crimes. There is no excuse for that. These folks with the fetal alcohol syndrome, they need our help. No fault of their own. They're suffering with a long-term disability, and the way we're dealing with it right now is costing society a lot of money. There is a smarter alternative rather than putting them in jail for long periods of time. And a lot of these folks in our jail are folks suffering from fetal alcohol syndrome. What my bill is doing is just asking, or just giving the judges the flexibility in sentencing to take into consideration this disability, and instead of putting them in jail for long periods of time, reduce the sentencing through mitigating factors if they can prove they have this disability, and then get them treatment or assisted living or managed care or some other remedy other than the court system, because it's part of this crime justice that we've been hearing. And how can we cut our costs down for putting people in prison, because we know it costs a lot of money to put people in prison for long periods of time. And in this case, where we're absolutely not doing the person any good or society any good, because society has to pay this, and they just come out of jail, and if they don't get the treatment, they go right back in. What this would do is that it costs society less money, because they're going to spend less time in prison, then get them the help, so that helps them, so that long term helps society and this person. And Judge Carpenetti, who gave a presentation to the legislature, he asked for that specifically for our judiciary system, and said, hey, give us some flexibility in sentencing, because some of these folks that we're dealing with, we know them, each case is a little bit different, and each circumstance is a little bit different, and we need the flexibility to try to get, again, getting back to smart justice, to try to get the right sentence for the right crime for the right person. Alcohol spectrum, what that pertains to is kids that are born with this disability. Unfortunately, their mother was drinking while she was pregnant, and the alcohol does have a negative impact on the brain and how the brain is developed, and because of that, kids can't process things like normal kids do. So they're born with this disability, they have it all their lives, and unfortunately they sometimes don't make the right choices and the right decisions, and they become part of our court system. Part of my goal is just to educate people, because like myself, I didn't know anything about it, and not everyone serves in the legislature like I do, and that's where I've been learning the most about this disability. Every year we do on September 9th at 9:09 to represent the 9 months of being pregnant. We ring little bells in remembrance of kids who do suffer from fetal alcohol syndrome, and who have this permanent, lifelong disability that's, as I mentioned before, totally avoidable.